This is Tina closing out on BeExposedRadio.com.
The Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange Live, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange.
Because if they were poor in doing this, it would be outrageous, and we would be upset about it, and no one would want to watch it. So, I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, I appreciate the performances, but it's not. I don't know that it will stand the test of time. I doubt it, frankly.
So transitioning over into our topic for this segment, it's on the Broadway show Hamilton that has been getting some not so good press.
Oh, really?
Even though it has been awesome.
Right, I was gonna say
the show really itself, but they have gotten into trouble because they are now expanding into like a traveling company because it's about to go on a road. So apparently they posted an audition notice or some audition notices, and it had non-white actors as what they were looking for. So this was an uproar, and actually somebody who spoke out was the gentleman. I'll get his name a little bit later. We'll bring him up later because he's actually a civil rights attorney, and he is actually filing suit because he thinks that is illegal. It's supposedly in New York, it's illegal.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. Hello, world. Hello, hello, hello. We are live and in full effect here on BeExposedRadio.com. My name is Tracy Jiggets, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, the mother of truth, your gangsta goddess. And welcome to Gangsta Goddess Radio. I need you to call a friend, tell a friend, send a smoke signal, hang out the window, let them know Gangsta Goddess Radio is in full effect. You can call me. I'm gonna get this out right now. Call me up. I want to talk to y'all. I want to know what's on your mind. 410-702-5657. I am in the studio today, and by the grace of God, I am not alone. I am joined by my great friend, Miss Sequoia Willis. What's going on?
I'm here, thankful and blessed.
Here, thankful and blessed.
Yes.
I love it. So we're going to get into some things today. I have some things to say. Sequoia has some things to say. And I always like to start off the show giving you a little bit of information about me. But today I want to start with something real serious. I need y'all listening. What had happened, this is my public service announcement. What had happened this morning, Sequoia? I looked and I discovered that I had ran out of deodorant, and as a Black woman, you make sure you keep yourself together. So my mind was racing like, well, what do I do? Child, I decided, I was going to go natural and I was just going to use some oils. So I grabbed some, peppermint oil from the daggone cabinet. And I just started to apply liberally. Ain't that what they say? Mm-hmm. Oh, my Lord, it's still burning right now. I tried to wash it off. So my tip to the ladies is, if you run out of deodorant, peppermint oil is not your friend. I thought I was on to something, for real. Because all these naturals, and they say they put a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Don't fall for it. You better check it first, because the spice, the tingles, the life, it was terrible. So I'm trying to get my whole life together over here. Hold my arms in the air like what? Try to get a breeze. But that's my public service announcement. Ladies, don't try the straight natural oils. I guess I should have mixed it with something. If you got a tip, please call me. You can even text if you don't want me to hear your voice. 443-642-9403. But I had to hit y'all with that first because that's real life. And as women, we out here trying to find ways, especially Black women, we got to make something out of nothing. That's what we known for.
Always.
So there it is. But it's been a great week. Yesterday was the Baltimore Girls mega photo shoot. It was the energy, the people, over 100 women from Baltimore just came together. Sequoia, you would have loved it. Under the direction of Stephanie Safiatu Edwards. But it was a great time. And then I want to thank everyone that came out on Saturday to the Be Exposed Radio open house. We was in here, we was wobbling, we was having a good time. So there are other open houses coming. So I just want you to be aware that we at BeExposedRadio.com, we are so welcoming. And we want you all to come in and see what we're all about. So moving on. Sequoia.
Yes.
I wanted to start the show today, and I just wanted to talk about women, Black women, and some of our experiences growing up in Baltimore. Now, they're listening all over the world, but we're going to go into some of the experiences of growing up in Baltimore, because this city is known for so many things, but there's a lot of things that we talk about and people have no idea what we're saying. Yes. So we're going to get into that. We were talking earlier today and we were remembering some of the hairstyles of the youth.
Yes.
So why don't you tell them a little bit about what you used to do?
Ooh, I know last week when I heard about, did you ever have pearls in your hair? I had pearls, the bird cage, twine, all kinds of things mixed in with my hair. We used to take some fake hair, mousse it up, roll it up, throw it in a microwave, then get it pinned up on your head real quick. A homegirl had a homemade hood dryer by putting a grocery store bag over your head, and you just slide the blow dryer up inside of it to, dry them finger waves up real quick so they can get lifted up. It was a lot fried down and laying this head to the side.
Well, I remember the microwave because me and my friend, shout out to Tanisha Dorsey, actually Tanisha Taylor. Oh my goodness. We had the hair store on lock, and we would go in and we would get a Bantu perm. If you don't know what a Bantu is, you a lucky soul, because that used to burn the shit out my head. It would tingle before you even put it on your hair.
Yep.
And they would sell it to
like
us.
$2.99.
Yes, and we bought it. Didn't even have no neutralizing shampoo. We just, oh my goodness, hair just falling out. Oh, Black woman, what were we doing? And mainly because I know my mother basically let me experiment with my hair. When I was younger, we had the joy of my Jerry curl years. I don't really like to talk about them too much. A moment of silence, because child, I had a Jerry curl, and it was absolutely a terrible experience. But we're going to share more on everything that is Baltimore. And then we're going to move on to a few hot topics. We're going to get it popping in here. I might need to partake of a little beverage or something. So I'm going to keep this thing moving. But you are listening to Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. You got time to tell somebody. You can give us a call at 410-702-5657. Me and Sequoia Willis, we in here getting it in. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back at you.
Everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show. Our topic tonight is Spirit of Thanksgiving. And I have in the studio with me my husband, Titus James. Woo.
Titus. Hello. Titus James.
Titus. We up here.
This man.
We like off the chain because we not, it's right before. I could say it's right before a holiday. Nobody, when you at work, nobody's, everybody's thinking about that plate they're gonna get, and their take-home plate.
Right now, people are mapping out their the logistics of like the houses that you go to, because there are some houses that you go to for breakfast in the morning.
Right.
That's just me.
Right.
And then there are houses that you go to early. Like Brandy mom, she likes to get you in there early, so that's like 3:00.
That's early.
Yeah, that's early.
For some people,
that's
not. Her aunt and uncle, they have Thanksgiving at 12 noon.
So
yes.
Brunch.
Yes.
It's full dinner. It ain't brunch. It's macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Do they go out
12 noon.
Do they go out
Sometimes, nope.
Oh, they want you to leave?
No, they sit there, they eat, they like
talk.
Play games, talk. That's it.
Well, I guess it's better than having it at night, because then it's late. And,
I mean, you be sleepy all day. I mean, because you sitting there, you eating all day,
and then the game come on.
In Virginia, they start early in the morning with waffles and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the waffles don't start all the way straight through dinner. They still making waffles, frying fish all day long.
Laugh that loud.
But then there's everything else in there too, turkey and all like the regular stuff. But they frying fish and making waffles all day long.
They never stop.
It's like fish, waffles, it's fried potatoes, all kinds of stuff.
What
all
happened
day
to the
long.
rest of the Thanksgiving food?
That's what I'm saying. No, all of that is
That's there.
But the special part about it is that everybody's coming because they want to eat a piece of fish.
Oh, okay.
Or they want a waffle.
Oh, okay.
So you be there all day long. You eat your waffle, your fish, and then you go and sit down somewhere and you play games and stuff, and then you come.
This is the mother of truth. This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. And we are back. Gangsta Goddess Radio. This is the mother of truth, Tracy Jiggets, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn. And we are here. I got Sequoia by my side. Say what's up, Sequoia.
What's up, people?
And we are talking about growing up in Baltimore. We are talking about, you can say Baltimore, but being a Black woman, there is such a specific experience growing up in my time. And I'm not even going to tell you what my time was, but you should be able to guess by some of the things that I named. Now, my brother actually called in to remind me, Sequoia, that I had a track fiasco. So I'm going to tell y'all real quick about my track fiasco, and then Sequoia, you can let us know if you had any fiascos coming up. But what had happened was I was in church, because I told y'all I was raised Catholic. So the Catholics, they love to light a candle. I still like to light a candle though. But the Catholics, they love to light a candle. So we are in the church and I am praying, but I used to do the track ponytails. So I used to put my real hand in a ponytail, rubber band it, because there wasn't no ponytail holders or none of that good stuff. It was a regular old rubber band. Mm-hmm. You rubber band it up. You rodded up the tracks. You know, you put some, what was it? So wet, something. You put that on the tracks. You put them in the microwave. You let it go a little bit, not too long, because they would burn and smell up your whole house here. And then you just twisted it around your little ponytail and you went on about your business. So I had this big rodded ponytail. I would put little colors in it. You couldn't tell me nothing. So I was in the local church and I bent down to pray, and some of that candle got in that track.
No.
And my brother, he was young at the time, and he was like, "Ma, Tracy hair on fire." And she's like, "Oh, shut up, boy. You wasn't even paying no attention." Child, next thing I know, my mother started beating me in my head. Like, no, it was real. It was burning. That should have been my first sign to get out and run. But no, so all the hair was on fire. So what an interesting time that was. I have to let y'all know. But Sequoia, give us another growing up in Baltimore story.
Well, I grew up in West Baltimore, and I spent a lot of time at Shake and Bake, going skating. And back then, you had the CBS girls that was harassing everybody in the neighborhood. So it got to a point where, I felt like either I was going to join them or I was going to keep running from them.
Okay.
And I basically decided to keep running from them. I enjoyed skating, but my mother would have never allowed because I couldn't do but so much.
Okay.
And just an experience with my hair. My mother, Christian, believed a woman's hair was her glory. I wasn't allowed to cut my hair. I think I was in the 8th grade and getting ready for Easter and going to the harbor. I was able to get my sweatsuit. And I went to the local hairdresser. My mother paid for it, and they cut all my hair off. And my mother went around to the place and threatened to sue the people for cutting a minor's hair and without her approval. And on Easter Sunday, it rained, and I had a little afro bush. No perm on my head. That was the worst. And my mother made me wear it that way throughout the spring break and when school started to teach me a lesson.
Because you should not have been grown and got their hair cut. But you mentioned some things, some shake and bake. I definitely remember shake and bake. I remember being outside doing cheers till all hours of the night. Oh, we used to do some cheers, some more, some Tracy thinks she bad, y'all. Tracy, oh my goodness, those your mother. Yes, that's how we used to get it in. But such good times. I'm talking about the park. You used to do the park on a Sunday? Drew Hill Park?
No.
Oh, call in and tell us if you used to go to the park every Sunday and just ride through. Traffic wouldn't move worth nothing, but you couldn't tell the people they wasn't cute, and we wasn't riding through the park, and we used to ride downtown, and we used to go to the lot on Ricerstown Road and what's that? Cold Spring? Where it used to be a Checkers. LeVan said, let there be a Checkers. And we used to get, because Checkers used to sell these little apple pie bites. I don't even know if nobody remember. And I ain't going to talk y'all ear off about no apple pie bites, but they was life changing. I used to, Ricetown Court, they used to call it the lot. And we used to hang out there. But I'm telling on my age, because you might have came a little bit before me. It might not have been no lot there. It's like, I'm joking. Was it a lot there? But you used to do the shake and bake up and just being outside. It's totally different than it is now for the young people. And, we say, I feel sorry for them but their experience is theirs. And ours was different, but it doesn't necessarily mean that theirs is any less than, or that they're going to get anything less than what we received, because I had a good time. I did.
You know what? As kids, we really did have a good time. And I think that the kids today are deprived of something.
Okay.
I think the video games have a lot of them in the house, and I don't see kids outside playing the way that we used to.
Okay.
They're not out there like that. I see a lot of the dope boys on the corner. I'm just going to be completely honest, but I don't see many kids just outside roller skating or riding bikes and playing hopscotch or double dutch. None of that stuff. I have not witnessed this in a while. And I think that if you really don't have a program or money to put your kids in something, a lot of kids are at a disadvantage at this time. They're not playing the way we used to.
Now that's true, because if I do see young people out, they're huddled and standing. It's not no tag, no even what was it? Hide and go get it, 7-Up. None of that really is going on, and we used to see that a lot. So I do understand that, because I was comparing how they're both different. But when you talk about activity and really seeing young people just out enjoying their surroundings, you don't see that much. And you are much more likely to see a dope boy or a few dope boys. They look like they be having fun sometimes. Sometimes they look sad. I just want to give them a hug. Oh, dope boy, get your life together. Because we'll talk about that later, because they working hard for some tennis shoe money. And I just want them to do better. That's it. Okay. So moving on in this life, we're going to talk about a few hot topics. I never really get into pop culture, but we're going to dive into a little bit of pop culture and what's going on. So, Koya, we was talking about the show or whatever called The Underground.
Ooh, yes.
What you think about that?
I'm loving it. I am loving it. I'll be on the edge of my seat. Sometimes I just want to walk away from the TV. I haven't felt that involved in watching something in a real long time, but it is extremely good. I've had, some people say they don't want to watch it. I've had enough of slave movies, and I'm like, oh, this is slave. You have never seen a movie like this. These are not your yes or masters. The characters, they're smart. The music is just it's mind blowing.
So you feel like they provide a whole experience that's not what you're used to. It's not Roots.
No, it is not Roots.
And that's why I appreciate it. And it takes me a minute to get into a show, but once I'm there, because I haven't really been into anything since like Boardwalk Empire, you know, that had me for real. Yes. Oh my goodness. But I would really put this up there with that because this is the first time I look forward to seeing a show. Like I want to know what's going on next. Like oh my goodness, it's over. I want to see back to back. Let's just bring it. But it is, I think that the writers, I think that the actors, I think they're doing a wonderful job. And like you said, everybody like, I'm sick of slavery. But so,
right.
I mean, because to that I say it's real. That's like saying I'm sick of this of everything because is nothing new under the sun. So slavery is a story. It is a part of our story, American history, and not just American history because it's everywhere. But when we talk about what they speak on in Underground, I look at it as an escape thriller. It's like a thriller because like you said, it keeps you on the edge of your seat. And I think the writers did a really good job. And yes, it does have to do with the slavery period, but there are many shows that don't have this much oomph and don't have the ability to draw me in like this show does. So I'm with you there. Underground is a check plus. Yeah, so I am all over it. Let's do it. And to me, it has me way more than an Empire. Oh, dun dun dun! The people love Empire. They love it. Taraji, they be, oh my goodness, they go crazy for it. And I'm all for all of the people of color working. And you have all different kinds of people. So you have people that's going to appreciate that, and people that's going to appreciate the Underground, and then you have the few who can do both. But it's a journey. How you feel about Empire? You watch that number?
To be completely honest, last season I didn't even finish the whole season. I was just kind of over it. They were doing a little bit too much for me. But I'm gonna tell you what I am into, and that's Saints and Sinners on Bounce. That has my attention.
See, I have not seen that number yet, so I have to go look into that.
Yes, you can. If you don't get Bounce, I know that you can download the app. And I don't know if you can get it on YouTube or whatever, possibly Google it, because that's how I've been getting a lot of things.
But that's a black station, right?
Yes,
Bounce?
it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. And it's really good. The acting is, I think somebody said, if you like the haves and the have-nots, and I can't remember the other show they tried to compare it to, it was like, oh, you're going to love this. But it's good. It's a breath of fresh air. And you just see a lot of the scandalous drama going on inside the church, girl.
Oh, the church drama. Oh, we know that's a whole nother show by itself. You already know that because you know they are. I mean, it is the church. They say that's a hospital for where the sick go to get better, and it definitely shows in a lot. But just like any other place, you have your good and your bad.
Exactly.
And you see people fight for what's important to them, and some people is power. Some people fighting for that. For booty, whether it's a male or female, they out trying to get theirs. Some people fighting for some people are really there trying to better themselves.
True.
So it's a great mix. So I'm going to check that out. But this is just been a little bit of all things in what's going on in Black television. So we can't talk about the Black folks on television and not hit up our reality television babies. And we were just talking a little bit about the Love and Hip Hop. And I am, you know what? People say I used to watch it faithfully. Like I cannot watch it like I used to because at some point they just get on my last nerve. And I believe it has a lot to do with the way young people act today because they watch it and they idolize what they see. So they think it's appropriate to, I'm just going wild out. I'm gonna go from 0 to 100 because that's what I see on television. So that's what I should do. So I find myself torn because sometimes you see a character and even on reality, it's a character. You see a character and you like, I can identify with that.
Right.
I can feel that. Yes, I can. No, would nobody do that to me? No, whip her ass. Like there are times where you feel that. But how do you feel about it?
I think that when you are old enough to distinguish, what you're going to carry on in your real life, like you said, some things you may say, I can relate to that. But I when you were just talking, I started thinking about, I wonder when these reality shows started, is that when this big trend came about with everybody recording fights. It's like the minute something starts, everybody is pulling out their camera now, because you're exposing everything, and it's really embarrassing. And I'm just thinking about the youth, because this stuff you can't take away. And then you have some kids that after things are put out there, they don't even want to go to school. But I'm not gonna lie, I really got into this last season. Remy Ma is what drove me to the Love and Hip Hop New York, because I felt like we really have somebody hip hop on here. So I was really excited about it, because these other characters on there, I don't know, what they're doing, where they come from. Raya Lee, she's done it all. She started off with selling shoes. Now she's managing people, causing beef with Yandy. I think just to keep her spot. But I'm hearing that she's got her own reality show coming out.
Wow. So everybody jump on board. We're going to look. Call in so we can get you your reality television show. We're giving them away for free here on BeExposedRadio.com, Gangsta Goddess Radio. Look, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I need you to stay tuned as we dive deeper into the images of our people on television. We're going to get specifically into Black women. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
Takes their eyes off. Was moving along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like, some people want to be Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium somewhere.
I would go with Madison Square. I wanna feel that building.
Just shoot for the moon.
I wanna feel it. I wanna look out and just feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all of that, because that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Are you?
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking, like not like tear up, but but just like a
little 1 2,
hell, a little not voguing, but kind of the essence of it, very cozy and hit the mark. Yeah, we're not trying to bust.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to BeExposedRadio.com. We're doing a abbreviated version of the Artist Exchange Radio Show today. Today is actually the open house for Be Exposed Radio. So come on down if you're in the area, 110 East Lexington Street. We got an awesome live DJ. We'll have some vittles very soon. Got a couple spirits being poured. A special spiked sangria is on its way. So definitely come on down to the Big Exposed Radio Studio at 110 East Lexington Street, Suite 200. Just come on up the elevator and join the party. A lot of networking, a lot of promotion and marketing today. Definitely connect and visit with and meet the other personalities of BeExposedRadio.com. But right now in front of me, I have Mr. Noah Smith, alum of BSA, and a talented actor and now activist and community leader on top of that. And he has a little bit of information to share with you. But I have a clip that I want to play first, and we can get your information. So are we ready, Robbie? So we're going to play that clip first, and I think it speaks a lot on what you were saying. And then you can elaborate and connect.
Of course.
All that.
Black America is potentially the most dangerous group of humans alive today. Dangerous to who? Dangerous to the corporate empire, Illuminati, imperial scum, whatever you want to call them. White supremacists. Why are they dangerous? Well, there's 45 million.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're going to get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all.
Yes.
So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart, that's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, bangy, ratchet, whatever how you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say bangy, because I'm classy.
Bangy is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up. You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the bangy.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji Soul. So let us know how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live.
What? Kicking her feet. Real mad at her husband. But it's
is
just
that
real
Beyonce?
mad. No. Why would she kick her feet?
I don't know. I mean, remember last week when we were talking about her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That'll make you cuss.
Oh, already messed up.
I didn't cuss.
You sure?
I am positive. So him and none of his employees, I'm talking real mysteriously
cryptic.
Yeah, real cryptic, because I'll get into these stories after the break.
Okay.
But him and none of his staff, and he has a lot of staff, like more than 10,000 employees.
Donald Trump.
Dang. Wrong. None of them can travel to North Carolina. I don't blame them.
No.
None of them.
That's not him.
It's real interesting, but I just decided, and I like a Big Mac. I do like a Big Mac. I just decided I'm not going to do it no more. I'm done. Me and Big Macs, we're done. We're just done.
I thought you didn't eat McDonald's food in general.
I don't, but when I did, like, a Big Mac, or if I go to somewhere with my nephew and I have no choice but to eat fast food, a Big Mac was usually my choice with the special sauce and stuff. Nope.
That sauce is disgusting.
No, it's not. Big
I
Mac?
don't like it.
The Thousand Island joint? Well, dark skinned people usually don't.
Please elaborate on that.
No, that's just a theory.
What? Okay.
I can't imagine being missing.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. Y'all remember that? We used to be partying down the Paradox real quick. I used to walk in and be like, what? And I was a completely different person. Life and age will change you, because some of the things I did then, I would never do now. Oh my gosh.
I agree.
Clutch my pearls. I was a mess. But that's why they say that the youth is wasted on the young, because they out here and don't even realize, baby, it's going to catch up to you too. That's why I can look back and smile right now at the ones that's just living recklessly, because one day you're going to be old. So we are back and we are discussing the Black films or shows that feature Black artists and the things that we like, the things we don't like. So if you have a show you want to put us up on, please feel free to give us a call, 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. And we're going to jump right in and continue to talk about the images of Black women in the media. And we mentioned the young people because the trend right now, and I am speaking as someone who works with young people, everything is fake. From the hair to the eyes to the lashes to the fake butts, it's gone far and beyond to where they actually look like caricatures. They don't even look like real people. And I know it comes from what they see on television and trying to be that.
Mimic it, yeah.
So do you think, I mean, I know it's been happening since the beginning of time. You see somebody, it used to be the Supremes and everybody wanted to look like the Supremes, but I guess the Supremes still look like people.
Well, my thing is, if I wanted to look like the Supremes, maybe I would buy a wig that looked like this. I don't have to alter my body to get that look. And the problem is, like you just said, that when you're young, your mind is one way. The more you age, there's some things that you're going to look back and say, woo, I can't believe I did that. But when you're walking around with this big badonkadonk behind you that's sagging and you constantly having to get treatments or more plumped up to keep it up, that's not something that just goes away. This is something you have altered your body. The eyelashes,
that gets to my soul.
They're like little baby brooms. Little baby brooms.
Baby brooms, yes.
It's just too much. And I don't know who said it was sexy or everybody from grandmothers to the young people. It's too much. When you look at a lot of the people on the reality shows, you'll see maybe like I'm gonna use Portia for an example. I like Portia, but I think when she first came on, when she was married to her husband, she wasn't exposing herself as much, and you could definitely see now that she's had some work done. They want us to think that they're in the gym and doing these butt lifts or whatever it is, but no, it's surgery. And they got a whole lot of young girls out here who don't understand the seriousness of it. Sitting in hotel rooms, getting these cement and tile grout pumped into them. It's just, it's sad.
Can you stop? I mean, it really is, because I don't know of any success stories. I don't know of any, especially if you're not going to a professional, but anybody that tell you to come to my basement or please come, like you said, to my hotel room to get this injected into your body, that is so scary. And they are running to do it simply because they don't feel like they're enough. Because you can feel like you're enough, but I need to put my life at risk like this. And it's the same thing with the tattoos, because I try to tell the young girls, you can't go to nobody's house and be in their kitchen letting them inject needles into you. Like, that is real. And you don't know anything about their cleaning. Like, are they getting clean? Well, I don't know. I thought it was cute. They out there freehanding tattoos, names spelled wrong, just looking crazy. What? So that is the problem. But how do you show young Black women that there is another way? Because I don't fault you for wanting to better yourself. So like you said, they want us to believe they're in the gym, but they're not in the gym. So of course, the young ladies, they don't feel like they have to be in the gym, and they can go and get this weave, and I can get these lashes, and the lashes, they look so crazy. And you're speaking to someone who actually likes lashes when they're done well. I think it can be done well. But right now they just slipping them on the same way with the butt. Just let's do anything. And oh my God, it is disgusting. So some of them lashes you can see coming from around the corner. So I'm saying we're going to have a no lash campaign. Look, Gangsta Goddess Radio, no more lashes. Free yourself. Take some baby oil, because I know you can't just rip them off. So you took a little bit of baby oil. Get them lashes off your face, because it's one thing if you're going to prom, but you are going to the Dollar Tree. And your lashes, look, y'all said, I said the Dollar Tree.
The emergency room.
Well, wait, man, I can't go to emergency room. I gotta fix my lashes. We got to get this together. And then the glue is caked and the makeup is. So look, Gangsta Goddess Radio, we on a No More Lashes campaign because I can't take it no more. So Koya, you down with the campaign?
I'm down with the campaign. I'm afraid of the lashes, to be completely honest. I mean, I think about, and it is because I'm older. Because when I was younger, I did go with a lot of the trends, but none of the trends required me to alter my body. I wasn't into piercings and things like that, but the lashes, I've actually looked because I thought that maybe that thick line of black was like liner, when actually it's the glue.
Yep.
We talking about eyes being taken out. So something that you did in your 20s, you may be blind by the time you hit 30. Messing around with these baby brooms.
Baby brooms. No more baby brooms. No more lashes. Ladies, love your lashes. Bring your old eyebrows back. And maybe again, because I have tried time and time again, I have went to makeup artists and said, show me how to create these eyebrows. But the eyebrows look like Nike signs. And I just... why are they like this? Why are they so dark? Like, everything about it looks so unnatural. And I believe it is the trend. And I think it's going to get worse before it gets better.
It is. But you know what? I'm natural now. And the reason why and I've been natural now for over 10 years, but I went natural because the braids. I was heavily into getting my hair braided in the 90s. I mean, I think for like 3-4 years straight, they would come out and I would go get them back in until I had no edges at all. So I went natural, not because I'm nappy to be happy to be nappy. I did it because I had no edges and I didn't have any other solution. But once I started wearing my natural hair, I love my hair. I didn't realize how beautiful my hair was because I never gave it a try.
You was always having to add something.
Always adding something because I felt like that, I needed that. But I just can't, because I know a lot of the young girls, my daughter now really wants to get a weave and she has a nice length of hair and I'm trying to just hold off just a little while, and I don't see anything wrong with weaving every now and then, but when things get to the point that they become damaging to who you really are, you got to back away from it.
Well, here's the issue. And again, we're going to take a moment of silence. See, this is a real serious show today because Gangsta Goddess, y'all get closer.
Okay.
The newest campaign is the Bring Back Our Edges campaign. Ooh. So we are on a No More Lashes and a Bring Back Our Edges. Because when you talk about the weave and the braids and you don't notice that half your head is gone, but you just got to keep going and get one more braid in and get one more track. It's scary because we are not embracing ourselves. And like you said, they're making decisions now. It's going to be harder to come back from.
Yes.
It's going to be harder because once your hair's gone and like that, it's really not coming back. And once you have put cement into your butt, it's really not a way to come back from that. Once you alter yourself, the engineer... That's because you just understanding the depth of what we're talking about in here. I need you to pay attention on this Gangsta Goddess ride. Once you see that you can't come back from that like we could.
People are dying behind, especially with the butt injections. People are actually dying behind it. And my thing is, everything in moderation can be good. And if you really don't have money for some of these surgeries, because I'm not going to tell somebody, oh, you shouldn't. Everyone has the right to do whatever they want to with their body. My thing is, make sure that you see a professional. Yes. Don't go to a hotel room and don't let your homegirl put them lashes on, because I believe that if you spend the right money on those lashes, they really are good.
Okay.
But it's about spending the money. And when you talked about the eyebrows, I think it's called contouring, the makeup, that like RuPaul.
Yes, the contour that we learned on
another
Drag
whole thing
Race.
That's going on now, because I've just seen some women and it's just like, wow, it's just some things you got to practice at before you bring it out in public. You can't just do that
in home trial.
Yeah. and invite friends over.
Girl, what you think? This is my new look. It's contouring, and you're right. Or you go to a professional who has skills at doing that. And there are enough makeup artists in the world, but again, as Black women, we always are looking to make something out of nothing or to find the cheapest way to make it happen. And it happens a lot because when you hear mama say, I don't have it, or you can't get that, but you still want it so bad. It's the same concept as people who used to sew the little alligator on their shirts by themselves. Yes, you remember that? Yes. When you used to put it's that same concept of I can't afford it, but I want that look. I want people to, because we believe that people will take us seriously if we have this on, or people will respect us if we come in face full beat at the A&P, at the ShopRite, at the Giant. If we come in there like this, they can't help but to take me seriously. So it is a trend, and it's nothing new, but now it's on a whole nother level. It is.
And I think that when you see some like the young girls, middle school, that are doing it really just kind of takes you back, because some things you just need to wait before you start experimenting with, and then it becomes so hard to tell the age of them. But it's just too much. We're overdoing it, and just it all goes back to, I believe, this reality TV, because everybody is made up and glamorous. Every time those cameras are rolling, I don't ever see anybody with rollers in their hair or without makeup. They are always beat.
And that's their real life. So they're not being real. So therefore, it's not really reality television. And they sell you this dream. And if you're foolish enough to fall for it, then oh well, because I can watch it and laugh like nobody's business, because I feel like these people are out of their minds. But to the young person, like you said, the middle schooler who's watching this, they don't process it the same.
No.
So how do we, because we are the village, how do we let them know? I mean, of course, you were saying it starts in your home with your daughter, but then she goes out and she's surrounded by parents who aren't so hands-on or even have an opinion, because they were raised to add all of that. So how do you make people see that you are just fine just the way you are?
I think just constantly encouraging, giving affirmations and reminding. Now, with my own child, of course, I'm gonna have the last word. We're not wearing makeup at this time, and at this time, we're not doing weaves. Sorry. However, I do try my best to keep her, hair trendy. But I try to let her know that the reasons why this is not the time.
Okay.
Certain things are not really, I told her, I don't think that weaves are really healthy for your hair, and you don't need it right now. Then I back that up with, and you're beautiful just the way that you are. And then of course I'll get hit with mine, but everybody else is, and it's not about what everybody else is doing, but it's a hard struggle, but because I am the parent, I win.
I know that's right. And we all heard that before. I don't care what everybody's doing. If everybody jump off the bridge, you're going to jump too.
Right.
And I wanted to say, yeah, but I still wanted my teeth. So I had to, keep it moving. But you say that, and you're absolutely right, because my mother said I couldn't wear makeup. And we had this movie kit. So I would go in and sneak it. But it was this awful red color. Like, I used to look so crazy, but in my mind, I thought I had to have it. Like, this is going to make me, whole time I'm looking extra stupid. I'm looking quite clownish. So how do we save the Black women from clownishness, clown-like activities? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Gangsta Goddess Radio. We are talking Black women and images in the media. 410-702-5657. Gangsta Goddess Radio.
Join the club that gives you stuff. Hey, Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Answering surveys, and by using the apps in the new Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that bell. Enter to join now.
Check out this flashback of the Artists Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Joining us right now is Mr. Antonio Long. He was one of our first See Baltimore artists. That tour is actually under construction, and we're doing some revamping and making sure the foundation. Is solid.
Yes.
So we haven't forgotten about it. So December we kind of took a pause, and we'll be back up and running in January. My mind is gone. Food. I need food.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. So we are back. Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. If you are a woman out there and you got some butt implants, can you call us? Because we got some questions about you. We just want to know so we can be up on the process, because I myself am implantless. But if you know somebody that knows somebody, tell them to call me, because I got some questions. 410-702-5657. So we got the No More Lashes campaign. We got the Bring Back Our Edges campaign. We are out here saving lives. Let me tell you, Gangsta Goddess Radio, we are trying to make it happen. So on the word on the street, Black women are running, and they are running to they would be the Asian stores. They are making so much money for people who are not Black, who are not from the African diaspora of African descent. They are purchasing their hair. They're getting their nails done. So do you believe, I always wondered, so should Black people be focused on taking over the beauty industry? Because we have a lot of Black women who are business owners because of hair, because they have a shop or they have that, but they're not the ones selling the hair. They're not the ones. So how do we put all of those coins back into our own community? Do you think there's a way to do that?
I think that Chris Rock talked about that in his movie was it called Good Hair?
Good Hair, yes.
It's as much money. I mean, we're talking like $1 billion industry with the African Americans we spend on hair and nails and makeup. I don't know how to bring the money back into our own community, because we're real good at buying it, but I don't know.
So that is the part that scares me, because if you go into any hood USA, you're going to have a hair store on every corner, and more than likely that hair store is not owned by one that looks like us. And not only is it not owned by one but that looks like us, they put nothing back into the community.
No.
They pack up and they drive out to Anne Arundel County where their children go to Johns Hopkins, and they are living and putting their children, their families in better positions while you stay where you are in real life. Your come up is it's not there, but they continue to make money off of you, and we keep going back for this beauty because we want to be beautiful. So it's a scary concept, especially when it would be one thing if well, the hair store down the street, they built this playground for the kids around here, or that the hair store down the street, they made so much money last month, they is handing out cupcakes, something, give the children a day. Can they get a quart of water or something?
Nothing.
The babies don't get nothing, but they in there buying up weaves, buying up the makeup and everything. So, and even older, I'm talking about somebody else, but I can go in the local Mac store and drop some coins, but Mac don't give a damn about me.
Wow.
They don't. So we have, it's on all levels. When do we decide? Because I think all of that helps with your self-worth. And it helps not only the community, but when it's okay to be me. And if I'm going to purchase something that enhances me, I want it to also be a part of my community. And that's it's hard.
That's hard to balance. That's then we're about to be naked faced out here because like you just said, who is actually giving back? I know that in my area, on one block we have about 4 different hair shops. All of them are run by Asians. And I know that when we had the issue here last year with the riots, they had completely cleaned out one store, and the other store, one of the stores, they were in there with guns. Like they wish someone would come in there to mess with that hair. But one store they wiped out and they came back. Because I was like, we already have 4 in this block. It was sad that they did get, wiped out the way that it happened. But I thought, okay, well, now we're down to 3. No, they're back. And you're right. They don't give anything at all to the community. They have so many cameras in the store. Now they will hire African Americans to follow you around that store.
Yes, they will. And pay them not enough to live.
No.
But you can come in and you can watch our product, and we still going to get into our fine cars, and we're going to drive away from here. Goodbye, Negroes. And I can say the same thing for liquor stores. And I don't know if I'm going to get who's going to check me, boo? Like I was going to say, I don't know
that's
if I'm
right.
going to get in trouble. But we talk about the hair stores, and I can say the same thing for the liquor stores, but we was talking about beauty, so I wanted to keep it. But when there was one store during the uprising that was cleaned out, and they were asking the city for money, and it's almost as if something is going on in your surroundings. That people are hurting, and you continue to serve hurt, and you don't do anything to assist. And then it's like when the tiger bites, that's like you training a tiger, and then the tiger bites, and oh Lord, what's wrong with this tiger? Well, damn it, it's just what did you expect? So there are so many questions. And Black women, the fight is just, it's still going. I love you all. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. BeExposedRadio.com. I'm so excited, and it has been a whole week since I've been able to reach out and talk to you all. But never fear, Tracy is here. Baltimore, I am Tracy Jiggets, the mother of truth.